Welcome to Pixel Geek Smackdown. I am your host, Dan, with my co-host, Mike.
Hey, everybody.
Today, I thought it'd be interesting if we created our own wrestling show. Like, who would you book on it? What would we do on the card? Who would win and lose? So let me start off with saying, if I was booking my own show, I wouldn't do a stadium arena.
Really?
Because I feel like they're too big. You can't hear the crowd. Because it doesn't have the ceiling.
Yeah.
So I would do it like in like at the Staples Center. Well, it's not the Staples Center anymore. Like the ones that they do in Chicago or maybe Madison Square Garden.
Oh, this every week MSG.
Well, it's just one wrestling show.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this is like my major wrestling show. It's wrestlers from the past, present, future. Well, not future because we don't know who they are yet, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get you. So, for this wrestling show, is there a limit to how many matches we can have, or is it just whatever your mind?
Whatever you feel comfortable with. I'm only doing 7 matches.
Okay, so I'll think of 7 matches.
All right. So I'm gonna open it up with Daniel Bryan or Bryan versus Kurt Angle.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
And so in this match, there would be a lot of like ankle locks, kicks to the face.
But here's the question: are we talking like first run Angle, like a WWE TNA Angle, or his return where
Angle, like TNA, like the when he debuted to like 2006 or 7ish?
Okay.
Because I thought that's when he was really good.
I mean, I like them.
I would probably use the one like for his Ring of Honor run or his late WWE run. You know, when he was doing the Yes movement.
Yeah, I like the Yes movement.
So it could be either one of those, but my winner would be Kurt Angle.
Okay.
Because he would put like I would have Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson trying to do a running knee, but Angle turns it into an ankle lock and he eventually just has to tap out.
I like whenever it came to Kurt Angle, I always liked when like the suspenders went down and like he would wrap your leg around.
But I would think there wouldn't be any blood, but they would be all like red, like their chest would be red, their faces would be red.
Nothing that they really do would like do a blood. They're definitely more technical, like they're more mat based, if that makes sense.
So do you want to do your match or do you want me to continue in this? You do your card.
You do your card and then I'll do my. Because I feel like if we alternate this, it would be kind of hard to keep track of. So let's just.
Okay. So my second match would be a hardcore match.
Okay.
With Cactus Jack from ECW/Japan.
All right.
Versus the Necro Butcher from 2005, 2006, 7 area, and I would just have them beat the fuck out of each other.
Oh yeah. Well, you don't have to worry about that. Cactus Jack would just beat the fuck out of people.
And Necro Butcher too.
That's true. Although my before you tell me the winner, my money would be on Cactus Jack.
Yeah, that's who I was gonna go for, Cactus Jack.
I don't like him, but
put on a good show, so it's not like they look weak.
Yeah. Well, I mean, both of those people would take a ridiculous amount of bumps just because.
And I'm gonna do a chair spot. You know where they're throwing the chairs?
Yeah.
I would do that because both of them have done that.
That's ridiculous.
You know, it would be interesting if I put Terry Funk as a special guest referee. Can you imagine that?
You just get grumpy and then start getting involved.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I would put Terry Funk as a special guest referee.
You're like, now that we're talking about it.
I don't know. I would have to think about it. So my next match is going to be a 6-person tag match.
Oh Lord.
So it's going to be Judgment Days, Dominic Mysterio,
okay,
and Rhea Ripley versus Rey Mysterio, and I'm gonna have to get a time machine or get magic because I would bring back Eddie Guerrero and Chyna.
Okay,
and I because I want to see Rhea Ripley and Chyna do something in the ring together. I don't know what. But the ending would come to Dominic Mysterio getting a 619 from Rey Mysterio and then getting a frog splash from Eddie.
You don't like Dominic, do you?
Well, that's how I would end the match.
Okay. You're gone. I didn't hear what you said.
He doesn't bother me. It's just
Uh,
how,
okay, I get you.
because he's a big guy.
Yeah,
I would figure it'd be more easier to just end it on Dominic Mysterio.
yeah, and it would be some form of catharsism that Eddie and Ray would team up against Dominic.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right, fourth match.
Yeah, this would be my fourth match. It'd be the Dudley Boys, Devon and Bubba Ray, versus Legion of Doom, Hawk and Animal.
Oh my god. So I was thinking about them not too long ago. The Hawk and Animal. But I don't remember what I was doing, but I was doing something, and I was looking up when Heidenreich joined.
Oh, you were doing that.
I don't remember.
You know what? Talking about the worst tag teams.
Maybe that's what I was doing. I think that's what I was looking up.
I think you put for worst tag teams, it was Animal and Heidenreich.
Yes, I remember now.
And then so I would do a spot where they put they 3D one of the Legion of Doom members. I don't know which one. They get the 1, 2, 3, but they get a kick out.
Oh my god.
But I would end it with the Doomsday Device on Devon.
Ooh, okay. Out.
So the next match, this is going to be a casket match.
Ooh.
It's going to be Undertaker from 98-99 versus Sting from 97-98.
Okay, so we were definitely similar in our plans.
Mm-hmm. And I would just end it with Undertaker just tombstoning Sting and just rolling him in the casket.
All right. I like it.
Now it's time for the semi-main event.
Okay.
It's going to be a War Games match. It's going to be the NWO, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Eric Bischoff versus DX's Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and X-Pac.
All right, so the original DX, or yes, classic.
Classic DX. And so it would just be an all crazy match until Nash and Hall just screw over Bischoff and hit him with the jackknife and the Razor's Edge.
Yeah.
And then X-Pac hits the Bronco Buster X Factor on Bischoff. And then Triple H hits the pedigree. Shawn Michaels hits the Sweet Chin Music on Bischoff. 1, 2, 3, and they just celebrate all in the ring together.
Curtain call. Let's do the old one. The old curtain call incident.
Pretty much. And they spray paint NWO and DX on him.
Oh my god. All right, main event. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm excited.
All right. So the main event, it's going to be Hulk Hogan.
Oh god.
And Ric Flair teaming up against Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock.
Ooh, okay. All right.
So I would end it with Hogan and Ric Flair not getting along. It's like, they do like a shoving thing, and then Hogan like just walks out. Like, I don't want to team with you anymore, brother.
Yeah, I get you.
So Austin hits the stunner, Rock hits the rock bottom on Flair. 1, 2, 3. And then they drink beers with Hogan. They're spilling beers on Flair. They're just doing the their poses together. And that's how I would end my show.
Wow. All right. Interesting.
So how would you book a wrestling show?
All right. So I want to preface this and say my knowledge of wrestling is not as diverse as yours. And I did watch it for probably almost a decade. Because, I mean, I remember I started WrestleMania 21 really watching it. And then I went to almost, I think, around 2015. So that's my core knowledge. And I mean, I know some of the older stuff. I remember watching with my dad, like Stone Cold and The Rock and Chris Jericho when he first came out, and Legion, the Ministry and all that shit. But I would probably say I would open it with.
Wait, where would you put it at though? Would you do a stage? What arena?
I would do, if I could pick an arena, I wouldn't do MS. I wouldn't do Madison Square Garden. I'd let you do that one.
Okay.
I would probably put it in either the Staples Arena or the Honda Center, whatever it is these days.
Crypto Center.
Is it the Crypto Center?
Yeah, that's what they changed Staples to.
That's fucking stupid. Anyway, sorry. That's the stupidest thing I've heard in a while. I actually don't know of any other stadiums or something besides like crypto.
Well, you could put like, you know, a baseball stadium, football stadium.
Put it over the pond. I'll put it in the UK just to flip everyone off. A part of me kind of wanted to do like what TNA Impact used to do back in the early 2000s on the soundstage or whatever. I like that. I mean, I know it definitely had issues.
You wouldn't be able to fit, you know, a lot of people, but you know, it'd still be intimate.
Yeah, that and like, there's something special that I just like about the idea. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It gives it kind of more of a home, not a home field advantage per se, but definitely more like a homey feel.
Would you charge though?
Depends. Personally, I think I wouldn't, but if it's
Path, or you just like put it on pay-per-view?
Pay-per-view.
Okay, because I would put on pay-per-view too. I forgot to say that.
Or I'll do the modern shit and put on a streaming service they had to pay extra for. But if I had to choose, all right, before I start, who would your commentators be?
Ooh, shit! I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I think Jim Ross, Jerry the King Lawler.
Early 2000s or late 90s?
Probably like late 90s.
I mean,
And maybe like if we're gonna do a 3-man,
yeah,
I think he would be fit in with them.
You know, I really liked. I mean, my personal choice would always be JR and the King around the early 2000s time. Although I did enjoy Bobby the Brain and Gorilla Monsoon. I enjoyed them a lot. And I don't know exactly how, but I really like Joey Styles.
Ooh, that's another good choice, Joey Styles.
I don't know how, because I don't think he would fit in very well with the King and JR.
No, it didn't seem like he wanted to do it when he was doing it on Raw, remember?
Mm-hmm. I just feel like it would be very, very bumpy for him. But it would be something that I would try and figure out how to get Joey Styles, because I really like the way that he announces stuff, and I liked his energy that whenever he would get excited.
You could make him the ring announcer.
That's true. I could make him the ring announcer. All right. First match would probably be an opening between. I had one a second ago. I want to say, Primetime Chavo Guerrero.
Ooh, it's Chavo.
Prime Guerrero, not any of his stupid gimmicks like his golf gimmick and shit.
Oh, when he was Kerwin White?
Yeah. And then I would love to see him like actually do a mat wrestle with like maybe Daniel Bryan, because I know that they're both really good technical people.
That'd be interesting.
I'm not saying it would be good, mind you, but I kind of want to get a little bit, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You gotta give him a good opener.
Yeah. I wanted to that, and I feel like both of them could definitely, because I've seen when Chavo was doing a stupid gimmick, he can really wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, you know, what should I have chosen? Eddie? Probably, but
We already seen it.
yeah.
Or unless you're talking about Bryan Danielson or Bryan versus
Eddie.
Eddie.
Yeah. I know Eddie could do it. No, I want Chavo. I think Chavo deserves more credit than he has. My next match would be a tag match.
Who would win?
Oh, right. I feel like Daniel Bryan would win.
Submission?
Yeah. I forgot that we had to choose who wins. I would like to see, I'm gonna go old here, tag match Roddy Piper and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Forceful tag where they didn't like each other versus Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
I think that'd be really fun, just because I feel like Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins would have a hell of a chemistry.
Hmm. They had a good match. They've had good matches with each other.
From what I've seen, I vaguely remember seeing some, so I kind of know. And I mean, personally, I feel a part of me really wants the Legends to win.
Hmm.
But if I were if I were promoting it, I would want the new kids to win to continue. So I would give it to Owens and Rollins.
Yeah, I can't really see the other team winning.
You
Like
can,
it would have to be Rollins and Kevin Owens.
yeah. Let's see. My third match. You know what I was thinking about the other day, and I'm sure that this has played out multiple times before, but I would like to see um John Cena versus Tommy Dreamer.
Wow, that's an interesting.
I have no idea, but that had been on my once we like started talking about doing this, and like we've mentioned doing like booking our own wrestling show.
Hmm.
That match has been in my head for the longest time. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. I like Tommy Dreamer more than I like Cena. I don't hate Cena as much as you hate him.
Well, I didn't even put them on mine.
I know, that's why. But I would love to just see Tommy Dreamer and John's. I don't. Maybe it's because I think that they're both kind of like the sluggers, and it would be really interesting to see both of them just kind of go at each other with like no holding back. I wouldn't make it. I'd probably make it a hardcore match, just because it would be interesting to see Cena go hardcore. I mean, I feel like Tommy Dreamer would be his natural element, so he wouldn't have to try too hard.
Hmm. But Cena would probably win, though, right?
Uh, I would have. I mean, if I was booking, I would have an interference.
Who would interfere?
Either Edge or Mick Foley. I haven't decided which one, but my goal was if it was Edge, he would attack Cena, making Cena
Helping
yeah, helping Dreamer win.
at One Night Stand with Rob Van Dam.
Yeah. Or if Mick Foley was, he would be attacking Tommy Dreamer and helping Cena win. I kind of feel like I want to see Edge more than Mick Foley, because Mick Foley and Tommy Dreamer have gone at it quite a bit, right?
Yeah, well, remember he destroyed Tommy Dreamer that one night on Raw when Mick Foley turned heel
That's true.
and joined forces with Edge, and that's what led to that match at One Night Stand 2006.
Which was an interesting match. Not a good match, but an interesting match.
I didn't like that they added Lita and Viola to that.
Not sure why they were there, but
Because Vince felt like Funk couldn't had a good match.
sad.
And I think Mick Foley he talked about that on his podcast.
That's just sad. That was what, 3 matches? 4 matches?
Yep.
3 matches.
3 matches.
I can't count. Apologies. My 4th match. I'm trying to think what would be a good one. I think I'm gonna steal from you because I want to see this too. Prime Sting versus Prime Undertaker.
Okay, is it gonna be a match, buried alive?
No gimmick. Just straight.
Oh, you just want to see them wrestle?
Yep. I don't want to see a gimmick. I'm gonna say Taker wins. And before I get killed in the comments, I'd never watched a WCW, so I only knew WWE, or I guess WWF at the time. And by the time that I was even mildly interested into wrestling, WCW had been dead for like 3 years.
But you saw Sting in TNA.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think he was ever.
The same Sting.
What?
He wasn't the same Sting.
Yeah, this was not Prime Sting. And then probably my 5th match. I'm trying to think of there's one wrestler that I want to say, but I also don't want to say. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about.
Oh, 2007.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
I want to go on record. I will never agree with what he did. I think he's a fantastic wrestler, and that's it. That will be the only praise I'll give him. How he was like off camera, how he how the ending happened, all that stuff. Horrible person, great wrestler. Just kind of like what Paul Heyman says: fantastic wrestler, Hall of Fame for wrestling. Horrible garbage human being. But I'm gonna say Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. I only know him really like his early, not like when he came in with against The Rock and shit, but I think it was his second stint in WWE when he came back after his band.
Oh, the 2007.
Yeah, when he fought against Shawn Michaels. No, that was his third time coming back, wasn't it?
Well, remember he came back as Save Us Y2J,
Yeah, I like that one.
and he had like the shorter hair.
Yeah, when he had that like goatee sort of thing going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. Oh, I'm trying to think what his name was. Chris Jericho. It was someone in TNA. I can't remember.
Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, that guy. I'm sure that they've wrestled before, but
No, they've never wrestled.
really, I feel like that'd be a hell of a fun match.
Yeah, I can't remember them ever wrestling each other.
Pinfalls count anywhere.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
They do whatever the fuck they want. I feel like Christopher Daniels would win that one.
I think Jericho would win.
Do you think Jericho should win?
No, I think that's who I want would win, but it's your show, so
Yeah.
you're the one.
I feel like Daniels would get an upset victory.
Like kind of like a roll up kind of thing.
Yeah, having this, slug back and forth where they're just trying to beat the ever living shit out of each other.
I think like Jericho gets too cocky, thinking he's got this, and gets like a cradle pin or something.
Yeah. Let's see. I have 2 matches left, right?
This is your semi match.
My final, my penultimate match.
Yep.
I want to see shit, who was it? I had a name and now it's gone forever. I want CM Punk.
Okay.
I want to see CM Punk and Kurt Angle go at it.
Interesting. Never had a match together.
Yep. First the submission only.
Ooh, and the kind of vice versus the ankle lock.
Yep. I personally want Kurt Angle to win, but I am biased. But it's my show.
Kurt Angle winning.
Yeah, but it's my show.
What CM Punk are we talking about?
Probably Pipe Bomb era CM Punk.
Okay, so 2011 Punk.
Yeah. But I feel like
Versus
ECW.
what Kurt Angle?
Yeah, Kurt Angle. Probably early TNA, late first run WWE.
Okay. Yeah, I could see Kurt Angle winning this one.
Yeah. Because I mean, you had Punk, early Punk. I didn't really like early Punk, the ECW Punk, and
like again.
Yeah. Then I remember he also had like a Messiah gimmick at some point.
Oh yeah, that was 2010.
Was that 2010?
Yep.
Because before that, he just had the stupid straight edge gimmick, right? That was just this bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But then he started the long hair.
Yeah.
And added the Luke Gallows and
I remember.
Serena.
I remember Luke Gallows. All right. So my main event, it has to include Shawn Michaels, my favorite wrestler.
Mm-hmm. Is it the one I gave you?
I honestly already forgot the one that you gave me.
Well, it's Shawn Michaels versus somebody else.
Yeah.
From TNA.
Oh yeah, AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be fun as fuck.
I think one of the spots you got to do is AJ going for hit the forearm, but Shawn Michaels turns it into a super kick.
Yeah, Shelton Benjamin's that bitch.
Yeah.
So,
and then you got to do a Styles Clash on Michaels.
Yes. I would love to see Styles get get the tube count off that Styles Clash. Michaels barely kicks out, and right when Styles is getting frustrated and trying to figure out what to do, Michaels hits the sweet chin music, and he's so tired that he tries to do the kip up, and as he's doing the kip up, he Styles bounces up too, so then they have a second run. I don't know if so a part of me really wants Michaels to win, but I 100% feel that Styles would win. I feel like Styles would put Michaels would put over Styles.
It's one of those matches that it could go either way, in my opinion.
Yes, my heart of hearts wants Michaels to win, but I could easily see him putting over Styles.
That's why I'm glad you put this one, because I was thinking about this match for the when I talked about this with you.
Yeah, because it would definitely be a very interesting back and forth.
Yeah.
You also had another one that I saw, but I didn't want to include it just because I feel like that I don't want to get involved in that drama.
It'd be hilarious.
It would be, but I mean, I personally I would want Cornette to win. But
well, the match that he's talking about is Vince versus Jim Cornette.
Yeah, I would,
because this bullshit just needs to end between them.
No. But yeah, that would be how I would book my crazy ass show. Did I give you any surprises?
The Chavo versus Bryan Danielson match
was out of left field.
That one, and then the
Dreamer
Tommy Dreamer with John Cena. I was like, what?
I mean, you said anything, so I was like, fuck it, let's do it.
I was just shocked about that one. The Daniels versus Jericho match, I never thought of them facing each other, but that would have been interesting.
I would love, I mean, I have the 2K23, so I know that Daniels isn't in it. I'm sure people have made a mod for he's in it, but
yeah,
I honestly, I don't even know because 2K24 is out, so I don't know what the modding scene is like for 23. And then, do you think we're going to do a 25?
Probably.
Usually we've heard reports by now, haven't we, though?
Yeah, but don't forget the game comes out later now.
Oh yeah, that's true. Isn't it like November?
They moved it to like WrestleMania time.
Oh shit.
Because remember it would come out like around like October, November-ish.
Yeah.
And then they moved it back down. They moved it to WrestleMania season. I think the last one came out like the week before Mania, or like 2 weeks before, or something like that.
I don't remember. I mean, granted, I only bought 23 just because I think it would be fun if we actually did a show together.
Yeah.
It's just trying to figure out the logistics of it. Because there's a lot of logistics that we would have to figure out. But yeah, that's my show. Unless you had anything else to add.
Not really. I might take out Damian Priest though for that 6-person tag match.
Really?
And put Chavo Guerrero in there.
See, Chavo needs more love.
Because I thought about that, but then I started thinking, it's like, maybe I would have put Chavo on that match, because with the history with Ray and Eddie.
Yeah.
But I would still end it the same way.
Nothing changes the ending, but to have a different character switch.
Yeah, so I think I might put Chavo in there.
I don't know. I'm randomly a big Chavo fan. Not sure why. But
I thought we were kind of done with him after he did that match with Kane at WrestleMania.
No, I just feel bad for him for that. I'm not even sure why he got buried so bad in that match.
Well, don't forget it was for the ECW title too.
That's the shitty ECW title that literally died after Kane won it.
You know what? I think I remember hearing that he was at the TNA tapings.
Oh, that's probably why.
Backstage. Because remember they had one of the Highlanders that he was watching it,
Yeah, I remember now.
and they showed him on TV, and he got fired.
Yeah, then Chavo immediately got blasted.
Yeah, I think I remember reading something like that. I think that's why,
That's sad.
or it could have been because of time.
I don't know. It's just weird. I think Chavo gets a lot of shit that he doesn't deserve, but I mean, most people remember him for his uncle.
Yep.
I like both. I was sad when Eddie passed.
All
All right, well, I think that about wraps it up for our show.
right. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. We'll see you all next time.
Yep. Have a great rest of your time. Take care. Bye.